this right here, you bunch of prima donna ballerina mother.
Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. This offseason, as we head into training camp just a few weeks away, we are running through all 32 teams in the NFL and their updated future odds from Bovada Sportsbook right now. We're on the AFC South, and a team that has a little bit of buzz surrounding them and their new head coach this offseason, the Tennessee Titans, who have a very high and very lofty future odds expectations this season. Not many people expecting them to go very far, even get into the playoffs. However, with the Super Bowl price of plus 10,000, this could be a pretty solid price for the Tennessee Titans this season. Of course, they're a very young football team, brand new head coach in Ken Whisenhunt. Pretty soft division, but not that much of an opportunity to get past the better team in that division, the Indianapolis Colts. The Titans would have to have a big turnaround from last season, and with a new head coach, new philosophy, things might not be great to really bet on the Titans here in the future odds just this season. They're likely going to be one of the worst teams in football. Some people are projecting them to be the worst team in football, but if things turn out their way this season, they could actually provide some solid ATS value. Now, their AFC price right now is at 40 to 1. I think it really all revolves around what Jake Locker is going to do in this offense. Obviously, he was not drafted by Whisenhunt and that staff, so it's going to be interesting to see how they handle it. Of course, he's only played in 23 out of possible 48 games in his 3-year career so far, but all indications look like he's going to get a chance to start, and some people are projecting him to have a pretty big bounce-back season if he does remain healthy. Should be a pretty good quarterback in Whisenhunt's system. I do like his arm. His accuracy is probably the biggest issue, and the lack of options really to go to, which is probably one of the other reasons why you're not going to really bet the Tennessee Titans in any sort of future odds bet. I'll get to that in a second. Their defense should be markedly improved this season. Last season they couldn't really stop the run. They lost Alteron Werner, but their passing defense should still be pretty good. They were borderline top 10 last year. But their AFC South price at plus 500 is pretty fairly priced as well. Behind the Texans, definitely behind the Colts, but way ahead of the Jaguars as well. They added Wesley Woodyard, Sean Phillips to that defense, which should really bolster their linebacking core. Both those guys, I think, should be really good additions for this team. And on offense, like I mentioned, the lack of skill players for Jake Locker, Charlie Whitehurst, Zach Mettenberger, whoever starts at quarterback eventually for this team, might be a problem. Outside of Kendall Wright, they don't have a lot to throw to. Nate Washington, of course, on the other side of that. They do have a pretty solid tight end as well, but not a whole lot to get the ball downfield to. And after Chris Johnson left, they're going to go to a two-head running back tandem with Sean Green and rookie Bishop Sankey, who has a lot of hype as well going into this season. But it's going to be interesting whether or not the Tennessee Titans are going to be able to block for these guys, get at least some running game going, as their defense should be at least average, if not above average. So Tennessee right now could have some ATS value, I think, but it's going to be very unlikely that any sort of future odds value is going to come out of this. But that'll do it for Tennessee. Make sure you check out all my other updates on the other 31 teams in the NFL. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.